Salute, all my generals, all my lions, all my real men, all my queens, all my princesses, all my lionesses. Y'all already know what it is. It's lions and men. We're not promoting gang violence or gang activity in any shape, way, form, or fashion, man. This for entertainment, educational purposes only. Let's get into it. If you wanna hear some real good content, very entertaining and educational, definitely hit the like, share, subscribe, notification bell. I promise not to disappoint. This one right here is going to take place at Attica Correctional Facility. On top of that, this one right here is going to be about the riot, the second mini riot that they buried underneath the rug that you barely hear about that took place in Attica with the Bloods. It's Throwback Thursday with your boy, so I got you. Now, the one that popped off in Attica in the 90s, this happened in the mid 90s, where the Bloods in Attica Correctional Facility for years. When the Bloods started, the homies was getting treated done dirty. I'm talking about super violent. Not by the inmates, by the police. The COs hated, despised Bloods. If you was Blood and you went to Attica around this time frame, they was making it their business to violate you, fuck with you, try to get you to move away where they could just beat the brakes off you, right? So this was for every homie that made it to Attica. That's what they literally had to endure. It didn't matter how much of a big homie you was. The minute they knew that you had that tag, you had that label, that you was running around banging, throwing up them bees, it was violating your property, violating your mail, disrespecting you in your face, calling you nigga, calling you spick. If you Spanish and you Blood, you was getting it even worse. And then they lining you up with other dudes. They was doing mad, grimy shit to the Bloods, right? And Attica's a very racial jail. When it comes to the staff, them rednecks in there don't play. They let you know off the rip where they stand. You know what I'm saying? So the Bloods was enduring this for years. Not meaning if a Blood makes a movie somewhere, one of the homies make a movie in the yard, they pop off, they do something. The CO, they already knew they was gonna get handled accordingly. And when they get handled 9 times out of 10, you go into that infirmary and they dragging you. You see, back then there was no cameras and nothing like that, right? So what happened was they was putting a lot of the Bloods in the Snake Pit, which is the long-term key block unit in Attica. The big homies that was there, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Dead Eye was there and all of them. I know some big homies that was there at the time. They started powwowing and coming up with the plan of how they was going to turn it up. And that's how shit started formulating and starting. And I believe the police did something to one of the big homies. There was like, they couldn't take it no more. There was something that they did to one of the big homies. I forget which one it was. So I ain't going to put a name out there. I don't remember his name. But whatever happened to that big homie, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak, for the Bloods. So the Bloods is like, all right, that's it. They started formulating the plan. Now, inmates and dudes is hearing this formulation. It's going around. Dudes is hearing this shit in the yards. So, and the homies are keeping it kind of buttoned up for you know what I'm saying, the most part. But all the homies is on point. Now, this was literally the Bloods that was going to start this riot. It was the homies, themselves. They was like, fuck that. They already knew what police they was going to try to get at, where they was going to pop off at. And they figured that it was the best time. They was waiting for certain dudes to get out of the snake pit, waiting for certain dudes to get off long-term key block. Meaning long-term key block, for those that don't know, that means that you basically in your cell, long-term, lockdown. That's basically your little box. You keep all your property, but you stuck in there, and you only get to come out like maybe twice or 3 times a week to take a shower. That's it. So once they start getting all their soldiers out, they start waiting for some of the shooters that they know that's going to pop. They set their date. I believe the date that they set was like a blood date too. So I don't remember the exact date, but it was like some type of a celebration, some type of an internal thing where that date meant something for the homies, right? I don't know. It had anything to do with one of their big homies, the day that it started, whatever the fuck. But it was some type of a date where, this is blood day, whatever. This is gonna happen. Niggas is working in the mess hall. Dudes is hearing this from the blood. Niggas like, yo, dudes is arming up, shaking and moving, trying to get knives. Now it's hard to get knives out of there because you know your ID got to get on it, but it's easy to get metal pieces. And it's easy to stash it all through that mess hall because it's huge. So on the day the shit pops off, if I'm correct, anybody that was in there, the Attica riot, early 90s, mid 90s, this was between 9/6 and 9/8, when the shit popped off with the homies in Attica Correctional Facility. I believe it was on the A side mess hall, right? Because we had one side of the mess hall, one side of the jail used to come to, and on that side, that day, in the mess hall, 2 of the homies acted like they was going to get it popping. They staged a fight, right? Boom, yo, what the fuck? Get your hand out my pocket. Get your hand out my pocket. Type shit. What? Police automatically in the mess hall. You know what I mean? They gotta get them people and diffuse it fast when in the mess hall. Anything in the mess hall, they don't like it popping off because, you know, it's where all the inmates is at. We got all the numbers. We got them outnumbered fucking 100-1 in the mess hall. So COs, the Captain Saver hoes, come trying to intervene with the fake fight. They get popped on. Bang! Bang! The 2 dudes that was fighting, the 2 blood dudes that was faking the funk fighting, when the police came to intervene, they ragged them. Ming, man. Next thing you know, all hell broke loose in that mess hall. Police is running to the doors. Yo, now keep in mind, I know I'm talking like I was there, right? I know dudes like, yo, Chulo, you was in Attica doing that time? No, I wasn't, right? So this is third party, but it's legit third party. Cause I was like 3-4 niggas in Attica when this took place. When I got there, it was still there in the mess hall. This is how I found all of this out. Cause these dudes that was there during the riot was still there when I touched town, when I touched Attica in 02. You know what I'm saying? So this is word of mouth from like dudes, even from the staff, the dudes, the COs, all of them. Most of them were all still in that fucking mess hall when I got there. So, boom. And then, like I said, this is what they were saying. They was making fun of the chef, the head chef in Attica, one of the head chefs in Attica at this time, because he was out there, you know what I mean, in the mess hall, working, doing whatever he was doing, bringing some food or whatever, when shit popped off. Now, when shit pops off in the facility, they gotta lock down and contain that entire area fast. So the CEOs are trained, I mean, that when shit is going left like that and there's multiple people popping off in the environment, location like that, they gotta lock shit down and everybody who's in there is in there. So the CEOs that was in the mess hall, they start running to the doors. And it's 2 doors, right? On each side. And then you got 2 more doors behind where the mess hall is at to get into the mess hall, to back behind the mess hall, I mean, where all the kitchen is at. So there's 4 doors in totality. Bro, the staff was running. Hold on, Billy. Yo, dudes was catching mad wreck on the dude because the chef was still there. They smacked them up. The COs had to lock the door there, right? Lock it. They're like, yo, listen, man, you're just gonna have to fucking tough up. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Some of the COs, the old school cracker dudes, they was still racist, but they was kind of stand up. Because there was some of them that I knew they was racist as hell, but I just respected, like, they was talking to the other CEOs and staffs like there was nothing, bro. Like they was inmates. Like the CEOs was on a different type of time back there. So they telling the staff and the CEOs to man up. CEOs just running around in the fucking mess hall. Inmates is running around chasing these niggas down, snatching them up. Police is starting to get their shit in order so they could come, because they got a whole tier on the top around the mess hall where they go, and that's where they, you know what I mean, got their little guns with the spray canisters and they rubber bullets and all that. And then they start shutting shit down. But before they was able to do that, it was COs running, and then you had the COs that was working on the door, locking their partners in there like, yo, I'm sorry, bro. They're like, yo, open the fucking door. They're like, yo, I can't. Yo, these niggas is running around. They're gonna fucking kill us in here. Yo, they was scared to death. To death. Now, what happened to everybody that participated in that riot is a whole nother story in itself. Because, bro, they popped off on them COs. All them COs, multiple COs, they didn't get killed. But multiple CO correction officers got the brakes beat off on them. You know what I'm saying? I believe maybe 1 or 2 of them got stabbed too. And then you had some staff that got violated. It was some inmates got popped on also. You know, it's always a little rat somewhere around there that you wanna, know what I mean, hit and take advantage of it, or a little rapo or a pedophile, somebody that you know there's no good when shit pop off like that, they end up getting touched also. So, for all the blood, by the time the Orange Crush came, shut shit down, they got everybody on the floor. They make everybody strip down to they fucking butt ass naked, I heard, twin. Butt, ball, naked. They talking about toe to heel on dudes, bro. They had dudes like this, butt, ball, naked. Then you got, you crazy. And the ones that wasn't with it, they was beating the brakes off them right there. Put them in the stretcher, take them to the infirmary. They did, and then everybody had to come out through the exits, right? And every single person that came out through the exits, they already got everybody stripped butt ass naked. You got mad police with sticks just beating on everybody like a Soul Train line. Everybody already knew what to expect, man. You had to buckle up, because you was about to get rocked. They was about to come in with sticks flying through a whole Soul Train line, bro. So they got everybody where they had to take them in. They got done dirty, bro. And the main hitters, I mean, end up disappearing. Some of them just, you don't even know where they at. Real talk. So this is all true story. Really took place in Attica Correctional Facility. The years between 9/6/1998, and I got there in 02. And when I got there in 02, I was there to 04, and multiple individuals that was there during this time span of the riot were still there when I got there. And that's how I know this ought to be very, very, fairly accurate as fuck. Anybody that was there during that time, definitely hit up the comments. Let me know what y'all think about the story and anything else y'all want me to jump into. Salute to everybody that's behind that G-Wall and that double barbed wire fence. Hope y'all come home soon. Free the real ones, man. Let's go.